What's the order?
Just the
Yes, I'll see you there.
Y'all ready? Judges good? Alright. Starting with you can extend all of the different evidence, which the main warrants in the ghost succeeding. Dylan is very articulates very clearly how the metaphysical drive for security is the root cause of violence in the model world. Only by using the ballot to begin questioning the fundamental way we view security can we begin to reject the kind of harmful views of the world which the affirmative advocates and which the impacts which makes the impacts identifies inevitable. They have no articulation about how the way we discursively represent threats is not actually what leads to these kind of causes. They don't read any sort of evidence other than maybe the Murray evidence to make a little small amount of defense. I'll get that in a little bit, which this is going to be a fundamental concession. Additionally, you can extend all three links that we identified initially. Their Daly and Zimmerman evidence is pretty clear about making exaggerated nuclear threats of people called that they identify as terrorists that still are going to end the world. You can extend the second link, which is the obsession with U.S. legitimacy as a means to gain security. They see human rights solely as a means to prevent economic collapse, which is pretty messed up. Is the kind of logic that Dylan is articulating is wrong. That's the Noreen evidence. And additionally, they drop completely the warming link on the Comerford evidence. The fact that they ignore environmental securitization is pretty bad. This is Weaver in '98. Does not such a strategy militarizing our thinking, seeing problems in terms of their vulnerability, defense, environmental security, especially because it isn't an effective way of dramatizing environmental problems, practices, resulting from the slogan, might lead to an inappropriate social construction of the environment as such a threat defense problem. The use of security does not really reflect whether a problem of security problem is also a political choice. When a problem of security has the act has to lead to specific ways of addressing it. Threat defense Islamic states that are solutions to the environmental agenda have resolved. Duty talks about ecological awareness being linked to a powerful set of values and symbols that drop on basic human desires and aspirations. Argues that this is and non-defensive security logic should be the basis for mobilization. The Weaver is pretty clear that construction of the environment is going to be the root cause of militarism. This goes unaddressed by the affirmative news. A clear link that they're conceding to the negative. Why they're going to be able to linking into the critique. And again, in a world where we embrace the alternative and begin to question security in the way that Dylan identifies, we're not going to engage in this kind of threat defense construction between us and the environment, which is going to lead us to engage in militaristic actions in which we have to project U.S. influence solely so that we can check back the threat of the global warming and things like that as advantaged by their leadership advantage. Additionally, next, they're arguing on the permutation. You can group their two permutations. First, all the links that I just articulated are disheads to the permutation, reasons why they're not going to solve it. Again, only the alternative is going to be able to solve back. The permutation isn't going to be solved because one is using the same kind of logic, which is inevitably going to link back in. There's no way that you can just sever the entire representation within the 1HC and still get away with their kind of things. Again, you can reference their Murray 97 evidence, just engaging in the same type of logic in which we just come to see realism as inevitable. Murray evidence doesn't even have a single warrant for why realism is inevitably going to be re-triggered. Just talks vaguely about the international system. You can also look at their Duran evidence, further links them in. The idea that security, as soon as we move away from security, there's going to be like these vague references to like surprise threats and kind of wars that are going to happen. Right? There's no clear warrants in these cards, probably reason that they're still linking in through the permutation. And additionally, Dylan's pretty clear that the structure of the affirmative thinking makes question security impossible. Reason the firm's always going to fail. This is Dylan in '96. Neither of the things ignore politics and security, truth, and applied. The variable to security is not only crime, setting the violence and Western tradition of thought into the global stage of international politics, but also suffocating that it does not, in its term, really nature, would actually in response to its own discursive dynamic. The equal truth of security is metaphysical truth of correspondence and adequation of decision math system here, but rigorous and system necessary for accountability. We go beyond your data and find out the ways of affirming, and so continue enjoying celebrating security. That's to say, human beings don't obligatory freedom, and security is simply order to order. And you can mark the card there. And additionally, they're conceding the entire framing issue. They concede that discourse is how what shapes reality within the world. This is Campbell 92. Don't allow the new articulations within the 1AR. This goes full conceded on the framing issue. In attempting to understand the ways in which the United States foreign policy is the danger to secure the boundaries of the identity in which its operates, it is perhaps best understood in terms of history of the present. Rather, history of the present exists in an unequivocally contemporary orientation, beginning with the citing for the present, the mode of analysis seeks to trace how these such riches of power rose to shape effective politics. The mode of analysis seeks how to certain terms and concepts that historically function within discourses of the criticism. Most often, not about opponents' arguments for just this understanding of inherent formulations like if discourse is all there is, they unfortunately accept that there is a distinct realms of discourse and the non-discourse against just claim is no longer instantly sustainable. The world exists independently of language, but we can never know that beyond the fact of its assertion because the existence of the world is literally inconceivable outside of language and our traditions, the interpretation of the world is not the accomplice of our knowledge. There is no prescription of providence which exposes the world in our favor. You mark that card there. They have no interpretation of how we're going to be able to determine reality outside of discourse, or how our claims about how discourse shapes reality is going to be damning. This, you can also cross-apply this to the dissad for reasons for why they're probably unable to conceptualize why their plan is inevitably going to release Taliban, and they can't, why they're unable to conceptualize, the discursive harms of how that allow them to misrepresent the Taliban as the people they're calling terrorists, right? Probably a reason that you're going to prefer the DA for similar reasons that are articulated in the critique. Additionally, they concede our ontological claims and that these claims need to come first. This is Dylan 96. People in ontology and other kinds of things. This one on this skin. Can I say anything about that? This or that? Always having made assumptions about there. This is such a mode of thought. Sure, always cares and ontologist quest within it. With ontology, they shoot entire foundations on it. If anyone with thought or problematic, this applies as much as any modern discipline of thought as it does the question of identity as such. You can mark that card there. And death is the ground of freedom and life. Our decisions have no meaning if they are not framed by human fighting, treating death as mere event to be avoided reduces our ability to choose to mere calculation, rather dead than ontologically damned. This is going to answer back all of their value to life claims. This is a reason why the affirmative is never going to be outweighed. At the point where we're indicting their impact scenarios, for a reason that you're going to refer the critique, which is talking about how the value to our life needs to come first, is Dylan 96. Where special balance will apply this how they're going to go through life with one side's open needs to see training class shape the entire capacity scope of the law to go through. To go through life with one classic women, however, explore the church tropes of the canon, such a means as an mean of a great freedom with the ideas being such a special deal that the book plot has to think it's more solitary for thinking the wonder straight and then the something comprehensible expressed out here. Also, the uncanny intention of other horizon test from the singular to be known how to see singular to not belonging to it to be one thing out their mind, yet yes, no shorting anything for all co-originary.